Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we will be trying out some Holika Holika. Oh wait, this is not in the right position. Holika Holika products. Okay, so these are skincare products. I do have a couple of their makeup as well. Not much, probably like 2 lip tints and 1 eyeshadow basically. So I'll leave that for another video. I think for December, I might want to try to do a little bit more of a makeup-ish kind of content because I feel that most of my content, I would say 90% of my content is pretty much skincare, and I don't mind that, and I really like that because I love skincare. So makeup is just like a secondary thing, but I still like makeup. I mean, I still wear makeup, of course. I still love trying out makeup. Why not, right? So I thought December, since it's like a festive holiday kind of season, why not just try out some makeup? And I do have a bunch of makeup that is pretty much laying there, the new one for me to try. I guess that one we'll talk about it later. Holika Holika Aloe Soothing Essence. I have the skincare special kit, which is all the miniature version of their Aloe Soothing Essence. This one is the Aloe Soothing Essence Hydrogel Eye Patch. It's supposed to be calming, and it's organic complex, and it has cooling soother. For the Soothing Aloe Essence Skincare Special Kit, I've actually brought these 3 out to try during my Hawaii trip recently. The only one that I've not tried is the Hydrogel Eye Patch. So I thought what I'll do is that, obviously you can see me without makeup. I think this is going to be my specialty. That's just my preference. I feel when it comes to skincare, it's nice to just, I guess, use these products in front of you guys just to show you guys how to, not really how to use it, like how it looks after applying on my skin. This is how my skin looks like. I haven't applied anything on. I just wash my face only. During traveling, I only really like to bring like small sizes bottle kind of products because I really don't like to I just feel it's just more efficient that way. In this skincare set, they have calming toner, they also have emulsion, and they also have moist cream. The ingredients list wise, they all have fragrance at the end of their ingredients. It doesn't look like they have parabens in them, and it doesn't look like they have alcohol as well. So if you are sensitive to fragrance, you might want to avoid this. Let's start with the Aloe Soothing Essence 98% toner. A soothing toner provides a deep hydration and instant calming effect for dry and sensitive skin. They actually suggest you to use it with a cotton pad and then apply it to the face through the skin texture and gently pat to promote absorption. I don't know what you're trying to say. Basically, just apply it on a cotton pad, swipe it all over your face, and then pat it so that it promotes absorption basically. Because it's aloe, it's not really liquidy as well. So if you expect like a very watery toner, it's not. It is slightly thicker. I've applied some on the cotton pad. Just gonna swipe it all over my face. It does have a very distinct aloe smell. The entire range does have that very distinct aloe vera smell to it. This toner is definitely very refreshing. It feels very hydrating as well on the skin, but it does absorb quite quickly. For me, my kind of dry skin, this toner itself is not good enough. Like, I will crave for more cream or lotion on my face basically. For like a second step, it's actually quite an okay toner. I don't really have an issue about it. It has something on there, but it's not very sticky. Like, after a while, it kind of absorbs completely into the skin really, and pretty much for me, it's not enough basically. I think it does whatever a toner do. I won't say that this is like the best toner on earth. I think aloe vera scent wise is not quite up there in my list. I don't mind it. It's just that for me, I prefer a toner that smells something like it's a little bit citrusy, a little bit something like your beauty water, but it's an okay toner. I would say that it's an okay toner. I don't really have an issue with it. It's just like, if it's just right in front of me, if I have nothing else to use, I would use this. But if I have other things to use, I would probably use other things, okay? So that is the toner. And then we're gonna move on with the emulsion. This emulsion is actually my favorite among all the 3 products, alright? Aloe Soothing Essence 90% emulsion. It's all pretty much the same thing. It provides a deep hydration and instant calming effect for dry and sensitive skin. It's definitely not the type for you to squeeze. You have to. It's definitely geared towards more of the gel consistency, like how you expect aloe vera is. It's pretty much like that. It's just that this one, it has a little bit of that white tint to it. You know, like how the aloe vera type that we all know and once loved. It's pretty much that. I feel that this one is just that they add a few other ingredients with the whole aloe vera gel. You know, aloe vera gel, when you use, right, it kind of just goes away after a while. It doesn't really layer too much on the face. It doesn't make your skin feels like it's well protected. Like, it doesn't create a barrier on the face to protect the skin basically. So this one, I believe they added something into the aloe vera gel to kind of makes it a little bit more moisturizing, and you can feel that slight layer on the surface of the skin. Again, this one also is not that type that is sticky at all. It's not at all sticky in any way. It gives you a little bit of that dewy effect, as you can tell, but it's not super dewy to the point that it's all oily and greasy. So it's quite nice. Like, for me, I like this emulsion as compared to the cream. Actually, when they say cream, right, we always think that, oh, maybe the cream will be stronger or more dense or thicker or creamier or more moisturizing as compared to the emulsion. But no, sometimes the emulsion is actually a little bit more moisturizing as compared to the cream. This one, oh my gosh, this moist cream, right? Let's see what it says. This one is Aloe Soothing Essence 80% moist cream. I don't understand why is that like 80 or 90% and 98%. Is it because of the amount of aloe vera has been used inside? If not, please comment down below and correct me, please. Thank you. This moist cream is a soothing cream, provides a deep hydration and instant calming effect for dry sensitive skin. Anyway, so this one comes in like a 20 ml tub. Emulsion is 50 ml. Okay, I believe the toner is also 50 ml. So it looks like a very thick cream. First off, when you first see it like that, it really looks like Vaseline, and it looks like, ooh, that's cool, that's gonna be thick and my skin is gonna love it. When you dig into it, it kind of melts into your skin in a way like nobody expected to melt. It looks very thick, right? But just wait, it's gonna melt into the skin basically. Moment I dig into it, I can feel some melting on my fingertips already. Massaging it in or start spreading it out, it really starts to melt on your hands and on your skin. And then after it melts, right, it pretty much melts to almost nothing, okay? This one really just feels like you put aloe vera on the face without any other emulsion helping it to kind of create a barrier on the skin to give you more moisture or to give you more hydration, to make you feel like, oh, my skin is very well protected and yay, nice and happy. When you first apply it on, it looks so good, like, oh my gosh, it's so dewy, it's gonna protect my skin and stuff like that. But after a while, like once you really pat it in, it doesn't feel that way. Personally, I feel like the cream is just not as good as the emulsion specifically. But it has its function. I'm sure some people will enjoy the cream more than the emulsion. After stacking these three on my face, you can tell that it really gives me that super dewy, extremely glass looking, almost glass looking kind of skin. Not sticky, slightly sticky, but not as bad as Hydrogel, of course. I tried using the cream on its own. It's just not that great without the emulsion and without the toner. So you want to use the cream. It's not like an individual product thing that will make it good. You need to really pair it up with another moisturizer, or you need to pair it up with another emulsion like this one to make it feel good on the face specifically. So with this kind of skin, I like to, all three stacked up together, I like to basically go to sleep with this. Even that, so I usually like to put on a little bit more just so that I can really make sure that my skin will feel extremely happy the next day. That's what I realized throughout my trip. And then during the daytime, I do not stack them up. I usually just use a little bit of the emulsion only. I probably still use the toner just to like wipe out whatever dirt that I got the night before, that I collected the night before basically. And I'll use just a little bit of the emulsion, and then I put on a sunscreen just to protect my skin. And then if I want to put on makeup, I put on makeup lah. That's pretty much how I use it during my trip. And even in general, on normal days, I'll probably just use it that way if I have the full-size product as well. That's my thought on the skincare set. Next up, let's move on to the Hydrogel eye patch. Now this is the one that I am very excited to try out also. Actually, this range, this aloe range, is like not the one that I really want to try. It's actually the ceramide collection that I really was more curious about as compared to the aloe one. Generally, I love aloe vera. I love the functions of it. I love how it really soothes my rashes when I actually have diaper rash during your menses time. Sometimes I do get diaper rash, especially when you use the one that's really long towards the back of your butt area, that one. So sometimes I do get the diaper rash and it's really itchy and it's very raw. So it's really good to have that aloe vera just just pure aloe vera and just apply it on cooling and then just apply on powder after that, it really helps to just calm my skin down. It's just that I don't think specifically I like it in my skincare because I feel like aloe vera, the ingredients itself, it's not enough for my face. For me in particular, I feel like I need something a little bit stronger than just aloe vera. Aloe vera is actually better for people with a more normal skin type, or people just starting to venture out into skincare and you want something just a little bit more hydrating and cooling and refreshing. That would be it for you. Or people with slightly oilier skin type can actually use aloe vera gel on its own, just like a moisturizer, because they pretty much just absorbs into the skin and then it doesn't leave anything on the face, basically. So it's a very nice product. It's just that it's not good enough for dry skin people, alright? Whatever that's Hydrogel, I really like it on my face. Do they have like a thong cap? Oh, they do. No, it's a spoon. Usually with this kind of eye patches, they will provide you with like a small cap or small thong for you to be able to take out the eye patch, basically. For me, like if you compare whether do I want a cotton eye patch or a hydrogel eye patch, I would choose hydrogel eye patch because it's just nicer on the skin, like almost jelly-like texture. Ooh, it has cover basically. Oh, that's good. You know like how Sour Patch is, but think of it as like a very thin layer, like a jelly thin layer, and you just apply it and oh my gosh, it's like so cooling and just so nice for your under eyes basically, or just even anywhere of the skin. It feels so good on the face. I really like hydrogel masks or even just eye patches. So even inside here, they do have a cover to try to keep everything inside, all the juice inside. So this is pretty much one piece, alright? Did they tell you like how to use it? They never specifically tell you which way to use it. Anyway, back then when I first got it, right? I wasn't sure if I'm supposed to put it this way or I'm supposed to put it this way. To be honest, put it whatever way you like as long as you're comfortable with it. The juice of this hydrogel eye patch is very thin, and this hydrogel thing, right, it doesn't really absorb much of the juice, or it doesn't really absorb the juice at all, so it's pretty much just lingering outside of the hydrogel eye patch basically, but it really helps with the whole cooling part. It's like when you put a cold spoon underneath your eyes or over your eyes just to de-puff your eyes basically. So it's good when you have like very puffy eyes or you want to really try to reduce. I don't think it will reduce too much of your dark eye circles, but it will help to de-puff the eyes. That is great. So after you cry or whatever, have a sad day, use this. It will help, okay? Can you see how jelly it is? The only thing that I feel the problem with hydrogel eye patch is that the curvature of this part, it doesn't really fit. It's not like one size fit all kind of size. Like my eyes is not super this round. It's more of like a flat kind of eye shape. So it'll be nicer if they have a flatter like curve rather than such a round moon curve there. But anyway, I'll still use it. I still love it. You also need to be a little bit careful if you have long nails or whatever. You probably want to be a little bit careful with this because it does tear. If you move around like that, it will slowly start to drop. So you might want to lie down a little bit when you do this, or just don't move your head too much when you do this, okay? Wow, 20 to 30 minutes. That's pretty long actually. 80% hydrogel eye patch. It's a soothing and cooling eye patch containing aloe essence, helps to hydrate and moisturize the eye area. Pretty much the same as the other products in the range. It has fragrance at the end of the ingredients list, and it doesn't seem like they have any parabens or alcohol in here, so that's good. Okay, so I guess I'll see you guys in 20 to 30 minutes. It's probably just nice around 40 minutes because I was playing a little bit of GTA. But anyway, so this is how it is. It pretty much dries up. As it dries up, as the juice outside kind of dries up, it kind of sticks onto the skin a little bit easier. So that's way better to be able to just sit down and do stuff basically. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna peel this off. It still has that very jelly-like texture. After a while, it kind of gets a little bit warm because of the body heat. So for me, how I kind of take it as like, okay, maybe it's time to take it off is when it starts getting a little bit warm, just like how our body temperature is, like it feels like that. Then that's where for me it's like I feel like, okay, probably it's time to take it out already. So I generally don't do this. I generally don't roll it out. It don't necessarily need to, and pretty much it's a little bit wasteful to throw this, but you have to throw it out because it doesn't make sense for you to put it back in. It's a little bit unhygienic anyway. Feels good and it looks hydrated basically. Okay, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this kind of video content. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!
Don't forget to like and subscribe!